Hello student, I am Kadambini Balakrishna Patil, teacher in mathematics, presently working with Deccan Education Societies, Willingdon College, Sangli. Okay, keep your notebook and books ready, also pen and pencil. We are completed with the theorem based on the substitution method. So we'll continue for the theorem, or you can say examples. We'll move towards the PPT. We have seen the theorem, which is substitution theorem, in which substitution theorem, how to substitute and you will get the integral, and the corollaries based on that. 1, 2, 3 and 4 corollaries we have seen for that. So what is the first corollary? First corollary says that if integration of f of ax plus b dx, then you will get this by substitution method 1 upon a g of ax plus b, okay, plus constant of integration, and this is only if possible f of x dx is equal to gx plus constant of integration. So this is the first corollary. Second corollary you will get from here itself, that is nothing but it is given by the power also. So you will get the, if it is an integration of f of x raised to n, f dash of x dx, then you know that if you substitute this, it gives you f of x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus constant of integration. This is one of the corollary we saw. Then next corollary is f dash of x upon fx. That means the sequence may be different. F dash of x upon fx dx, you will get this as log of mod of fx plus constant of integration. This is your second corollary. The first corollary we have discussed. And then the third corollary is nothing but integration of f dash of x upon root of fx dx, that is equal to, this is 2 root fx plus constant of integration, and this one is your fourth corollary, which we are discussed in the last lecture. So we'll see the examples based on substitution method as well as the corollaries based. Okay, so we'll start with our examples. Look at the examples. The first example is given by integral 3x square sine x cube dx. Now here you know that this is the substitution method. You will get by substitution only. Where is the complication that you start thinking? This is not a complication. Where is the complication? Complication is here because this is a power of angle. It's not sine cube x. Sine cube x is different than sine x cube. This is nothing but it's an angle cube. I'll take one example, that is sine 60 cube is different than sine of 60 cube. Okay, 60 cube means 60 into 60 into 60. That gives in its sine value. But this is meaning of sine 60 you have to find out and its cube. Look at here. This is the difference of sine x cube and sine x bracket cube. Okay, so this is the angle cube. This one is, these are not equal. Okay, so these are two different concepts. First you think that in mind. So this is the different things which we are using. So now here this one is the complication, that is x cube means it's an angle cube. So we need to substitute. So what will substitute here? Let x cube equal to t. That substitution will be possible. So once if you know that x cube equal to t, you know that by derivative or by differentiation, what you will get? Differentiate both sides. By differentiating both the sides, because you need to differentiate both sides of the equation. Both sides of equation, that gives you the value. That is 3x square dx equal to dt. Now look at here. If it is 3x square dx, means this value complete together gives you dt. So this is simplified now. So what you will get here? You will get here as integral sine t dt. Because 3x square dx is nothing but dt and this becomes sine t. As usual, this simplification says that Whose derivative is sin t? Sin t is derivative of minus cos t. Hence you will get the value as minus cos t plus constant of integration. But now integration is in terms of x, value is in terms of t, it's not possible. So whatever the value is given, whatever the variable is given to you, so you need to resubstitute your value, then only you will get your last mark. And here you will get integration of 3x square sin x cube dx equal to minus cos x cube plus constant of integration. Because of this substitution only the last mark. In mathematics we are having either 1 mark or the 0 marks for the step. There is no half marks or 1/4 mark here for the steps. So if you want last 1 mark, you need to resubstitute your variable. Is that clear? Okay, now next example. Next example is integral of tan x dx equal to log of sec x plus c. Now here, this is given function. Are you able to solve these functions directly? Another function is given cot x dx equal to log of sin x plus constant of integration. Then you are having integration of sec x dx equal to log of sec x plus tan x plus constant of integration. Or you will get another as minus integral sec x dx equal to log of tan of x by 2 plus pi by 4 plus constant of integration. All these all these examples will solve one by one, so that you will get the values here. So here 4 cosec x dx equal to log of mod of, actually we need to use the mod sign every time since this is a log function. So here also you will get log, here also you will get the mod. If mod is here, here also you need to use the mod, and here also you need to use mod function. So here you will get the mod also. So look at here your function. Your function says that integral tan x is log of sec x, integral cot x is log of sin x, integral sec x. You are having two types. In this, if you will take a negative sign, then you will get this type of answer. And if it is without negative sign, then you will get log of sec x plus tan x. That we will see in our solution. Look at here. So your first function is integral tan x dx is equal to log of mod of sec x plus constant of integration. We'll start with this function. So I equal to integral tan x dx. Now tan x you are able to write as sin x upon cos x dx. So sin x upon cos x dx you are able to split improperly, because what is the derivative of cos? Derivative of cos is minus sin. Okay, so you will get this as, look at here. Now this is very important function here. So what is the derivative here? It is you are having cos of x. This you are able to write as its derivative is minus sin x. Minus sign is here. So immediately you will get minus log. This answer is also right. You will get minus sign to log. Minus sign is not inside the log. So minus of log of mod of cos x plus constant of integration. You are already used the identity that this is nothing but log of. You are able to convert this into positive thing, that is log of mod of 1 upon cos x. Okay, so that gives you, because minus log of x means I will write here properly log of, you are able to write this as log 1 minus log of mod of cos of x. Look at here. You are using the identities properly. Now this is log 1 value is 0. So it will, that means no differ in your answer. So you will get log 1 minus log of cos x. Now this is log m minus log n. So you will get this as log of mod of 1 upon cos x. Because m upon n that you are using, so it becomes a positive value, and you will get log of mod of sec x plus constant of integration. So this is, you are using this identity here, that is integral of f dash of x upon fx dx is log of mod of fx plus constant of integration. I have explained you need to write this answer also. you will write this answer also. Both answers are equal because of the log. So here you are having 0. So you will get 0 minus log mod cos of x. 0 means log 1. 1 minus log x. Now you are using your identity log m minus log n, which gives you log m upon n, but 1 upon cos is sec. Okay, so you will get log of mod of sec x plus c constant of integration. This is one of the method where you are able to solve it. Why these two are equal, that I have already explained. Okay, here one more method you are able to solve, that here you have to multiply and divide by sec. You will get sec x tan x upon sec x dx. Okay, now look at here, what is the derivative of sec x? Derivative of sec x is tan x. That means you are able to write this directly in this form, that is f dash x upon fx dx. So directly you are able to use log of mod of sec x plus constant of integration. This is another alternative method. Either you solve by this method. If you don't remember this method, you multiply and divide by sec x. And these two answers are correct. Minus log of mod of cosec x plus constant, also your answer is correct, as well as log of mod of sec x plus constant of integration is also correct. Okay, so now this gives you second example, that is integration of cot x dx equal to, here you need to write cot x as, now here there is no negative sign actually, I equal to integration of cot x dx, simple function you will get, derivative of sine is cos. Okay, derivative of sine is cos means this is again you are using this identity, that is f dash x upon fx. So immediately you are able to write this as log of mod of sine x plus constant of integration, and you are using here identity f dash of x upon fx plus constant of integration. Okay, so here we are completed with our two functions tan x and cot x. Now next function is nothing but sec x dx. Now what will be its answer? Here answer will be this, or you are going to use like a formula. We are deriving formula for trigonometric functions using integration. So okay, so here integration of sec x dx, which is equal to log of mod of sec x plus tan x. Here itself it gives you sec x plus tan x, that means you multiply and divide by sec x plus tan x to the function, immediately it will be in our standard form. Look at here, it is I equal to integration of sec x dx, so you multiply and divide by sec x plus tan x. Okay, now if you will multiply and divide by sec x plus tan x, you multiply by sec x to every term. So what you will get? You will get here sec square x plus sec x into tan x upon sec x plus tan x. I will write properly as tan x plus sec x. Why? Because addition is commutative. So either I will write sec x plus tan x or tan x plus sec x. This is for convenience, because what is the derivative of tan x? That is sec square x. And what is the derivative of sec x plus sine is there? That is sec x tan x. Look at here. That is nothing but your numerator. Okay, so this is nothing but your numerator, means what? It is nothing but f dash of x upon fx dx. And you are using your corollary. What is the corollary here? Mod of log of fx plus constant of integration. So here we are using that corollary. So you will get your value as integration of sec square x plus sec x tan x, sec x plus tan x dx. So which is equal to, this is my working to show you what is the values. So sec x tan x plus sec square x upon sec x plus tan x means they are interchanged here. We are interchanged here, or you have to interchange in the denominator. Why? Because addition is commutative. I am telling you again and again that addition is commutative. That property is very nice, that you are going to use it again here. And what you will get? You will get this as derivative of sec x plus tan x is sec x tan x plus sec square x. So it is f dash x upon fx, which gives you log of mod of sec x plus tan x plus constant of integration. Okay, so this is we finished with integration of sec x, or here we are using integration of sec x dx equal to log of tan of x by 2 plus pi by 4, and this value you try at home, because here there is nothing but you are using an expansion. What type of expansion you are using? Tan a plus b form. If you use tan a plus b form, you will get tan of 45 degree 1 plus tan x by 2 upon 1 minus tan x by 2, and you are able to write that in terms of sec. So that way you will get your value. So here, from here itself you differentiate this, you will get this value. So differentiate and you will get this value. So that why we are giving this formula also, because this formula is not useful, but when you are learning definite integral, there this formula is very important, and there you will get the value simplified form. Now next is cosec. Cosec is also having two values. So integration of cosec x dx is log of mod of cosec x minus cot x plus constant of integration. Now here again what we are doing, integration of cosec x dx. Now multiply and divide by same method you have to follow, which you are followed for sec x. That you have to multiply and divide by cosec x minus cot x. Okay, so cosec x into cosec x minus cot x upon cosec x minus cot x dx. Okay, now multiply by x to every term. So what you will get? You will get this as cosec square x minus cot x cosec x upon cosec x minus cot x dx. Now look at here. What is the derivative of cosec x? That is minus cosec x cot x. Now you are having minus sign. And what is the derivative of cot x? Cot x is minus cosec square x. Okay, so this minus becomes plus. So you will get this as minus cosec x cot x plus cosec square x. So in other term first, so here you are having cosec square x minus cot x cosec. Okay, so this way you will get, again your form is f dash x upon fx. So you are using this corollary again here, that integration of f dash x upon fx dx is log of mod of fx plus constant of integration. Okay, so we'll write final answer for this. That is nothing but it is a derivative of, just now I have explained you why you are getting cosec square positive. Okay, so you will get this value, and hence integration of cosec x dx is equal to log of mod of cosec x minus cot x plus constant of integration, or you are having the formula integration of cosec x dx equal to log of mod of tan of x by 2 plus constant of integration. Okay, so we'll start with this examples. That means these are now onwards you are going to use like a formula. Keep this in mind. So here we'll start with our, this is, now you write down somewhere that these are the formulas for integration. So next is nothing but some examples based on this. Look at here. The first example is cot of log x upon x. Now these are, here you keep this in mind that whatever examples you are solving by substitution method. So start thinking what to substitute. That is also important. So first of all, this is a complicated function. Substitute for that. Means log x equal to t. If you will substitute log x equal to t, immediately you will get 1 upon x dx equal to dt. Look at here, because by differentiation only you will get 1 upon x dx equal to 1 dt. So 1 upon x is here. This you are able to write as cot of log of x into 1 upon x dx. So this 1 upon x dx is dt from here. So that split gives you, look at here, the integration of cot t dt. Okay, now you know what is the integration of cot t dt. Just now we have seen the formula, that is nothing but log of mod of sin t plus constant of integration. Now you know that your given variable is x, your value is in terms of t. Instead of t, you want your value in terms of x. So we'll substitute that. So you will get log of, now here is log, sine of this log is from substitution, that is the value of t is there. So you will get log of, mod of, sine of, log of. So it is so complicated function. So you will get the composite of composite function. That means f of g of h. So three functions and its composite function. So log of, mod of, sine of, log of x plus constant of integration. Okay. Now second question. Second question is nothing but integration of cos of root x upon root x. As usual, you need to substitute for root x. So if you will substitute for root x, you will get your integration simplified. So what is that simplification? Put root x equal to t. Now by differentiating, what is derivative? Now derivative you are already studied, so many lectures are going on. So you will get root x. What is root x? Root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So you will get this value as 1 upon 2 root x dx equal to dt. So shift this 2 to other side, because 1 upon root x dx is equal to 2 dt. That you are able to substitute, because this is nothing but this integration is cos of root x into 1 upon root x dx. This is in one bracket. This all product is in one bracket. And here you are able to substitute directly 2 dt. So this will be simplified. So what you are getting? You will get this as 1 upon root x equal root x dx equal to 2 dt, and that substitution is nothing but I equal to 2 integral cos t dt. Now you know what is the integral of cos t, because this is the from first 2 lectures only you came to know that this is by definition you will get this is equal to 2 sin t plus constant of integration. Now 2 sin t means again you need to substitute your t value. So by substitution of t value you will get 2 sin root x plus constant of integration. This is your second example for the substitution. Now next example. Next example is nothing but integration of sec raised to 8x upon cosec x dx. Now look at here. Second cosec relation. Second cosec relation, instead of that make the correlation between sine and cos relation. So we'll find that. Look at the solution in 2 ways. The second way also I'll explain you. Now look at here. The one is integration of sec raised to 7x sec x into 1 upon cos x dx. Okay, this power is splitted into 2 parts. That is 7 plus 1, that is 8, and into 1 upon cosec x dx. Now next is what? Sec raised to 7x. This sec you are able to write as 1 upon cos, and this 1 upon cos, what explanation is here? Sec raised to 7x as it is. Okay. Sec x is 1 upon cos x. Then what is 1 upon cosec x? That is 1 upon sin x dx. Now this denominator's denominator goes to numerator. Therefore sin x is here. So what you will get? Sec raised to 7x into sin x upon cos x. What is sin x upon cos x? That is tan x. So you will get sec raised to 7x into tan x dx. Now one more sec x you are able to take this side. So that split gives you sec raised to 6x sec x tan x dx. Now look at here. This is a derivative of sec x and dx. So you are using here as fx raised to n f dash of x dx. You are trying to convert into your corollary. Okay. So what you got here? That is sec raised to 6x sec x tan x. So this is a derivative of this sec. So immediately you know that what is your substitution? Your substitution will be sec x equal. So sec x tan x dx equal to dt. So this simplified now. There is no sec x tan x. In place of that you are able to write as dt. So integration of t raised to 6 into dt. Okay. So this explanation I have already given. So this is, that means the power of sec you need to simplify. You will get 7 into sec. That sec and cosec gives you the 10. And once you got a tan, you know that in tan again one more sec is required. So here your splitting is sec raised to 6x into sec x into tan x dx. But now I'll combine these here because this is a derivative of sec x. So substitute for sec x equal to t. You will get simplified form as integral t raised to 6dt. As usual, you know that if it is an integral, it is a product. So you will get this as your formula t raised to 7 upon 7 plus constant of integration. So look at here, t raised to 7 upon 7 plus constant of integration. Again resubstitute the value of t. What is the value of t here? Value of t is sec x. So you will get I equal to sec raised to 7x upon 7 plus constant of integration. This way you are able to solve. Or another method says that here itself you write down sec as 1 upon cos, okay, and you will get 1 upon cos raised to 8 upon 1 upon sine, because this is 1 upon sine is cosec dx. So this will be simplified as 1 upon cos raised to 8. So you will get 1 upon cos raised to 7, or you can write 8x into this denominator's denominator that goes to the numerator sin x upon 1 dx. And from here if you will start thinking, then also you will get the same answer, because here that is simplified, more simplified, and you know this very well. Cos raised to 7x into sin x upon cos x. This is a simplified form. You know that this is your tan x. Now you need 1 sec x and you will start thinking from here. So this is the another method which you will discuss for the same example. So we'll continue with the next example. That example is integration of 1 upon x plus root x dx. Okay. Now here again we need to substitute in such a way that, because we are learning about the substitution method. So look at here. This is 1 upon x plus root x. Now x is there and root x is there. Are you able to write your x in terms of root x? That will start in thinking that is nothing but this x. Look at here. This x you are able to write as root x bracket square plus root x dx. So 1 root x if you will take common, it becomes 1 upon root x into root x plus 1. So this root x you are able to write as, you need to substitute. And what you have to substitute? This complete. Why you are completely substituting? Because this is a 1 and its derivative is 0. So it is very easy to find out the derivative. So you start thinking which factor is easy. This also you are able to solve by the factorization method, partial fraction method. But there is no partial fraction method. So you think about your method, that is substitution method. Root x plus 1 equal to t. If you will differentiate, you will get 1 upon 2 root x dx equal to 1 dt. Means what way you will write this? This you are able to write as 1 upon root x upon, or other way you will write this as, look at here. I will use another method to write this function so that it will be easy to understand. Here you are able to write as integration of, write 1 upon root x plus 1 into 1 upon root x dx. Now look at here. This is easiest. 1 upon root x. If you will substitute root x plus 1 equal to t, 1 upon 2 root x dx equal to 1 dt. Take 2 to the other side. You will get this as 1 upon root x dx equal to 2t. Now immediately you substitute. What your integration becomes? This becomes 1 upon t. This becomes 2 dt. So if you will substitute here, you know that 2 is constant. You are able to take that outside. You will get integral of 1 upon t dt. So integral of 1 upon t, this dot means it is a multiplication sign, because there is no multiplication sign in your computer. So you will get 2 into integration of 1 upon t dt, which is I equal to 2 log mod of t plus constant of integration. And here you will get 2 log mod of root x plus 1 plus constant of integration. Here you are able to write this is also, simplify this as log of root of x plus 1 its square. Once if it is a square, you know that you should not write a mod, because For all numbers, square is always positive. So log of root of x plus 1 square plus constant of integration. These two values and these two answers are correct. We'll stop here. We'll continue in the next lecture. In this lecture, we saw few examples which explains what is substitution method and corollary based on that. Okay, you learn these formulas. We are also seeing the formulas. You learn the formulas for integration of tan x, cot x, sec x and cosec x. These formulas are required for you for remaining definite and indefinite integration. We will continue in the next lecture. Thank you.